Yeah, so it's...
Oh, it's Jace mid. It's Jace mid.
It's Jace mid, yeah.
I don't know why. I had a moment where I was like, Scion jungle.
Yeah.
What year is it? Where am I?
Lilia mid. What's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on here? We'll see if he gets a little bit swifty here with his unstoppable onslaught as the grubs are started up by Beichuan. Lilia very good at taking these grubs, but JJ, does not win the smite battle. So burns his smite, and without it, he can't even try and trade one of these back. And that one misstep on the D key is going to give BLG another game of 3 grubs.
Yeah. Honestly, I can't focus anymore because you said get swifty, and it like unlocked the memory.
Finally started up at 11:30 on the clock. And Beatdown, how worried are you for IG now? Because we are already concerned from draft. Hold on, his Elk going to be the target of a pick play. Gets around the solar flare, but does not get away from the seismic shove. Doesn't have cleanse or flash, and there it is!
Not only is getting a kill onto Gala good, getting Elk off the map at all is a pretty big deal.
Oh, Beichuan. Oh, the flash, the resonate. There we go, JJ. That's why you picked the Lee Sin.
Otherwise, and again, I mean, we could be diving. Yeah, he's like really low mana. They have a wave.
Here comes Knight with the Jace. Weaver's wall. Bin flashes.
Ooh,
not
the
enough.
last rock.
Here comes Knight, though. The golden left hand. How many kills can he find? He's got to get some pretty good target selection here. Whiffs the enhanced shock blast. The Shy is dancing around him. The kill finally comes across, and Beichuan's here to clean up the second one. Right when you think IG are making the better play on the map, BLG shut it down. 2-1 kills.
Equalize the very small gold lead that's up right now. On has to play defense just to make sure nothing funny ends up happening, but you got to imagine this is going to be a guaranteed take here. Can they walk out is the question.
They don't have that lilting lullaby, as you pointed out. Mako going to hold on to the solar flare. There is a curtain call as well. Shades of Corruption not going to land on a JJ. Own got to use the unbreakable will. Flashes, one curtain call shot, the other one blocked by Elk masterly. The resonating strike comes through for JJ and gets the kill onto Own with the kick. Ben Helt, full HP, very tanky Scion, but there's no damage behind him. He's kind of just holding the line here, daring all of IG to jump on after him. They won't find that kill either, but they're still playing through. The Triforce done for the Shy. This is really a huge strong point for that. The Shy special Nidalee, the lethality Lee Sin. Testing. How many turret shots can I take? How many Qs can I take from the Scion? Because you can't take very many Qs from this guy, this Knight. Jace coming across. The Seraph Shield, will it be enough to save Rookie? Wow, is that damage from JJ? Ridiculous! Where the hell did Knight go? Just like that. Double kill over to Rookie. IG fighting their way to wins once more. But Beichuan on the other side of the map is going to allow Bin to finally shut down that pesky Nidalee. Turret race.
I think IG are probably going to win that turret race. Although BLG do have the grubs. It's looking like that isn't going to be quite enough. Yeah, it's Beats of Warfare. That Lee Sin damage is actually hilarious. At that point, he had finished the opportunity. And it was buffed recently for melee users. I think it was on 2509, but don't quote me on that. And now, unfortunately, Elk.
Yomu's.
You get to live.
Needs to hit the Chains of Corruption to really make that outplay come across. Yes. Gala lives thanks to that. Mako, hello. Zenith Blade through. Solar Flare. The Stunlock comes across on a page. The lethality Lee Sin is disgusting. And the Lilting Lullaby is cleansed by Gala, so he can't even be traded back out. Shouldn't have enough damage to finish off Own, I would think, with the Unbreakable Will. He goes back in, though. Elk damage is just not enough to knock down Mako. The Shy flies in next, trying to find the XQ. Gets right back over the wall. Flash out away from the Deadly Force. The current call doesn't hit onto Elk, but it finds Own off to the side, and the Rookie flying on in, surfing with the Weaver's Wall, mops up the next kill. BLG are starting to crumble, and here comes lethality Lee Sin again. Eviscerates the health bar of Elk just like that. IG break this game open to the tune of a near 4K gold lead.
Charged with this lethality Lee Sin. Has been able to do so much work here. Knight is going to get the turret trade. But actually, the
picture, we see the Rift Herald used to try and knock down this mid-tier 1 turret, but it is not falling. They're committing so much to do this, but it's going to be to the tune of Beichuan getting sacrificed. BLG trying to flex their very tanky front line, and that piercing arrow finally hit its mark. In with the shock blast. There is the combo the BLG were desperately waiting for from Elk and Knight. It gets them a big play to swing the pendulum back. The Shy trying to answer onto his own tier 2 turret, but the teleport was there for Bin. Oh my god, how's Knight done this? JJ so low, that's a huge shutdown. Gala's gonna trade it. And opens up the current call. He was so accurate last time. He found 2 kills. He's 3 for 3 on shots. 4 for 4.
God.
Gala is rent-free in Elk's head right now.
Oh my god. Doesn't miss.
7-0 on this Jhin for Gala. Oh, you were worried about it. Jhin is not a tank buster. We're really going to test that theory now. How ahead do you have to be be a tank buster?
Oh.
What is happening to BLG right now?
To be fair, IG's comp, really good at finding picks. Knight, who is flashless. I honestly think there's really only one way that could have gone. So it's going to give IG the opportunity. They're going to secure this Otacon, get that permanent buff going for them. And BLG are going to have no response here. IG get this lead back up to about 4,000 gold. Exactly how they needed to play out this early game. The more difficult it's going to be for really anyone to do anything about him on the side of IG. And Knight, who's already sitting at 3 items, by the way. Going to be so powerful.
Still got both of his summoners available. Is Bin going to be targeting these side lanes. And there's more than enough damage between JJ and Rookie to cut through this health bar. Great seismic shove as well. There is no friends on this side of the map for Bin. And BLG and IG are just piloted these team fights so well. And on cue, though, we do see JJ get caught under the turret from a Chains of Corruption, but gets out to safety. Cannot commit the full combo down there, so the tier 2 turret will fall as well. And
yeah, right now, instead, IG are actually in a really strong position, and they're approaching Dragon Soul.
They're going after Knight, who gets picked off again by Rookie. This chase gets 0 value. IG are laser focused on these picks, want to force this series the distance. And the way they're firing, the way Gala's cooking, it's only inevitable by this point. Flashes for the crit shot, goes back to the curtain call. Finally, Elk is able to dodge one of these bullets. He'll survive, but surviving is not enough. There's thriving moments for IG. The Shy, the only one to go down to Beichuan, but Baron going to be the call here as Invictus Gaming look for the dagger.
Hey, very easily going to be taken here. Nice fight coming through from Invictus Gaming. And yeah, they want this series to go the distance, and it's looking like they're going to have the tools to be able to make it happen. No response so far from BLG these last 10 minutes or so. It's just been all IG all game long. Now with the big purple worm in their pocket. And it's important to note, too, the way IG do a good job of splitting these fights up. Really, the only thing you're concerned about... Oh, I need to hold that.
Bye-bye on. Nice solar flare in the back end there from Mako to catch Bin out as well. JJ hits the Sonic Wave, goes in after Knight once again. Before he can get any value out of this Jace, he's immediately down to a 10th percentage of his HP, and Hextech Soul is up for the taking for Invictus Gaming.
Man, there's just going to be no response. There's no way BLG can actually contest this one, so another big powerful buff, I should say, goes over the way of IG. Fed he is if he gets 100-0 before he can do any damage.
And it doesn't matter if you drafted a tank front line if they can't survive a 4-item Gala, who pops Knight from halfway across the screen. Owen flies in. He's just trying to save his mid laner, and he will fall with him. It is all up Invictus Gaming right now. They are picking off BLG one by one, and Beichuan is next to fall. Invictus Gaming's 6-game win streak still within their grasp. The way they are dominating Game 2, it's all going to come down to each team's final game on Summoner's Rift for the Rumble stage.
And right now, you got to imagine, I think this game is basically done. They're going to look and see if they can get a bit more, but the very minimum inhibitors are going to fall. And if they really want to push this one, yeah, I think they can just send it. Seismic Shove doesn't land, but they do so much damage here. I don't know.
They're going to go. They're going to try get out. BLG are going to chase them out. They have a TP flight coming from behind. Bin, where's my team? He needs help. Gala's just crunching him right now. The piercing arrow sets up Rookie for a huge Seraph shield, so he goes back forward, and this should be the final breath for BLG. Another great Solar Flare from Mako, and they've got waves coming forward. Nice TP flank Knight. See you later. JJ's lethality. Varus is too big of a brunt to bear. Golden Form comes out for Beijuan, doesn't matter. They're heralded towards their fountain. They're going to have to watch their base explode. What a response from Invictus Gaming, pitching a near shutout against BLG, and we are going for 3.
Yeah, and a really great response from IG after a pretty difficult loss for them in Game 1. Now they've caught themselves up.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.